For Jake Otero!
What's up, Santa Fe? How you guys doing tonight? Hell yeah, it was funny popping out of those doors and like you see how short I am? It's a fucking awesome visual, hell yeah. But short people, we deserve more respect than we get. You know what I mean? Right? We really do. Like, I love reading about history, and I read that in the Vietnam War, they would send the shortest people into the tunnels that were in the jungles and shit. And it was dark, it was scary, you didn't really know what the fuck was gonna happen when you went in there. But that's pretty much what sex is like for us as well, but we get it done, because we're warriors. We're warriors, we're like the Indiana Jones of pussy, we just venture into that shit. Although it does turn into a threesome because I have to have my friend hold a rope that's tied to me. Like, yo, if I pull this, you gotta pull me out. I got shit I need to do today. No, but being short isn't all bad. There are perks. For example, when I'm 69, I still get to suck on a titty. It's a fun time. I get to eat pussy standing up. It doesn't hurt my neck. At this point, my favorite sex toy is a stepladder. So, that's where we are. They like that in the back, hell yeah. Now, I read recently that flights are no longer requiring people to wear masks on them, which a lot of people think is cool. I'm a little on the fence about it, because I'm still very scared of getting COVID. And so I'm fully vaxxed, and I walked into Walgreens, and I was like, hey guys, I'm planning a trip soon. I came here to get my booster. And they're like, we don't sell booster seats here, sir. I apologize. It's like, wow. That's a good one, but fuck you. All right. Now, with all the shit that has happened in the past few years, I have been wanting to get healthier. I've been wanting to go on like runs, bike rides, cardio stuff, really. I don't want to lift weights, because at my size, if I get swole, I'm just going to look like a giant tumor. I don't want to look like that. I got enough shit going on, you know? But it's ridiculous, because somebody my size, they get swole, they also get the ego that comes with it, which is super annoying. Like, oh, I'm a meathead, bro. I'm a meathead. You are a meatball, dude. Let's call it what it is, all right? No, this is awesome. I feel like I would be a good hoarder. I wouldn't be able to stack things too high. It wouldn't get too bad, you know? I can get some A&E TV time. That would help my comedy career. It really would. It'd be awesome. Something that I had to learn the hard way is I have to be very careful where I choose to go on dates. Like the last date I went on, I took her bowling. I thought that'd be a nice mix, you know, it's not a bar, it's not a coffee shop, let's go bowling, I'm fun, you know? But that did not work out because it's always pretty awkward when your date gets a bigger shoe size than you do. That's always a little bit weird, you know? But the thing is I love tall women. Tall women are the most beautiful women in the world, 100%, you know? And I need to date a tall girl because I need help doing the manly shit that I'm not able to do. I need to date a girl that can help me change a flat tire on my car, or somebody to protect me in a fight because I can't do that on my own. I really can't. I haven't drank in almost a year now, and thank you. Honestly, it wasn't by choice or anything. I love top shelf booze. I'm just not able to reach it, so. No, I'm just kidding. It was, you know, a difficult thing to get sober. Getting sober is a lot like getting an abortion. You don't really want to do it, but you know your life is going to be easier. You're going to save money in the long run, less headaches. I was like, you know what, I'll make that decision. Let's do it. My body, my choice. Hell yeah. No, but I used to love painkillers. Those are fun. I miss them. I would pop a couple of Vicodins and jack off. I called it a drug bust. I miss those days, dude. I do. But no matter how long you've been away from the drugs, they're always in your head a little bit. Like, I have friends that'll ask me like dumb questions because they watch like, I don't know, Rogan or some shit. They'll be like, hey Jake, red pill or blue pill? I'm like, whichever one feels most like Oxycontin, I'll take that one. Pretty sure it's the blues, right? All right. Yeah, one of my biggest regrets in life is that I got sober before I was ever able to snort cocaine off of a nice pair of titties. I think about that all the time. Like now we just trade nicotine patches. I don't think it has the same effect. It's not as romantic as cocaine. It doesn't get the job done. It really doesn't. I feel like crystal meth sounds like too fun of a name for a drug. It's too exotic, you know? Like crystal meth sounds like something a psychic brings out to tell your future. Like, hello sir, we have these meth crystals we're gonna be telling your future with today. I see multiple felonies, and you're gonna be sucking dick in an alley in about a week. I'll prepare for that, thank you. No, but angel dust too. Like, why does angel dust sound like something I got for my first communion? You know? Who the fuck is naming these drugs? Do you guys know who Jeff Dunham is? You know, the puppet comedian? That dude is wild. Like, can we all agree right now that this man has made a career off of fisting? And he sells out. People buy tickets to that shit. It's pretty crazy. I also have a question about that. Is fisting considered foreplay? Right? That's gotta come at the end of everything. It really does. Because if I'm like not packing down there or anything, and if I have to go in after my fucking fist has been in there, neither of us are gonna feel anything, honestly. It's not gonna be pleasurable for anybody. It's really not. No, but in reality, if I were to fist somebody with these dainty little arms, it'd just be like regular sex. Wouldn't be much to brag about, to be honest with you. I wonder if deaf people ever accidentally join a gang, like every now and then. I feel like that's gotta happen, you know? Like the way I imagine it is there's like an ASL spelling bee in like a park or something, and they're just doing what they normally do, they're spelling the word, but in the back there's like a gang member and he's just like, he's one of us. You know? Like I feel like that's gotta happen every now and then. But I don't know, these are just like the dumb like questions that have been in my head because I've been taking sign language classes so I could get better at foreplay. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. One of my favorite words in the English language is cunnilingus. I love that word. It rolls off the tongue. It's an amazing word. It really is. But when you hear the word cunnilingus, it sounds like a plant. Like, you say that to somebody who's never heard it before, they're like, oh, cunnilingus, is that what you bought at the farmer's market last weekend? I want to buy one too. I think it'll look good in my apartment. No, but I feel like if cunnilingus was a plant, it would probably be a succulent, right? That's what I feel. Did you guys know that Sex Addicts Anonymous groups are real things? I found out that existed. Sex addiction. If I gotta be 100% honest with you, sex addiction sounds like more of a skill than a problem. Like you're out there living my dream and you want to change for the better? I call that selfish. Be proud of your gifts, don't be a dick about it. Alright? Oh, I can't stop fucking, dude, I need help. Good for you. Good for you. I wish we were still in the days where inventors were getting all the pussy. I would have tried harder in school. I really would have. Like, look at Benjamin Franklin. That dude's ugly as shit. He really is. But he invented electricity or whatever the fuck he did. And he died of syphilis. So that dude was fucking. He got out there, he did. But it's not like that anymore. It's really not. Like, I highly doubt that Billy Mays and the ShamWow guy were drowning in puss. I highly doubt it. You know, like even Elon Musk, the richest man in the entire world, people are like, who is Elon? Who's Elon fucking? They're like, Grimes. Like, oh shit, that does not sound good, dude. I'd get that checked out. Isabel was talking about porn, and I hate that like porn has put this notion in people's heads that it's a normal thing to have sex for an hour. I can't run for 10 minutes without having an asthma attack. Sex for an hour is a literal death sentence to me. And I mean, technically, I can technically have sex for an hour. I would just have to have sex like 20 times in a day. And then at the end of the day, we'll add up all the times, and I'm sure it'll equal an hour. It's gotta be close, you know? Like, give me a time card, we'll punch in and punch out, we'll make it a system, we'll get there. I promise you. I promise. Now, I was visiting a buddy of mine in Phoenix recently, and I hadn't seen him for a long time, so we decided to go out. And I was wearing literally the same exact outfit that I have on right now. He was in a flannel and khakis, and we were with his uncle who was dressed super cholo. And I looked at us and I was like, why does it look like we all met in AA and just decided to hang out? Like, this is a wild dynamic. Like, how are we gonna end this night just trading nicotine patches like they're Yu-Gi-Oh cards? This isn't gonna go well. No, but I came in from Albuquerque, and I was born and raised in the South Valley. Does anybody here know what the South Valley is? A few people, that's what's up. So the South Valley is not the best place in Albuquerque. It's not the worst place in Albuquerque. It's a place. But what I noticed growing up in the South Valley is that all white dudes that grow up there grow up to look like Vanilla Ice. Like, why is Vanilla Ice the template for white South Valley kids? It doesn't make sense to me. It's the weirdest thing, it really is. But New Mexico as a whole is ranked one of the lowest in education in the entire country. But what they can't explain to me is how come only people from New Mexico know how to spell Albuquerque right? You know? These fucking idiots in Delaware, they think they know everything. We know how to spell Albuquerque. No, Albuquerque does have some pretty crazy Uber drivers. I've been having car trouble, so I took an Uber. And it was about 2 in the morning, so there was really no other cars out on the road. And so I get in, and I'm kind of like aware. And I notice that this guy just flies past a red light, doesn't even attempt to stop. And I tell him, like, hey man, you just like flew past that red light, did you not see that? He's like, oh, I'm sorry man. He's like, I'm colorblind, so I can't really see him. I usually go with the flow of traffic, but there's nobody else out. And I was like, that's something you disclose to me when I first get into the car. I feel like I shouldn't have to wait until I'm halfway home to find out that you can't see a red light. And so people think that the chatty Uber driver is the worst because they don't stop talking. I think the colorblind Uber driver is even worse because they just don't stop. I feel like that's a little more dangerous than some innocent small talk, you know? No, but I don't think God really thought out the 10 Commandments when he wrote them. I feel like he missed a few key things. Like, the way I imagine it is God is there and he's with his assistant, and he's like, all right, Jedediah, write this down. If God had an assistant, his name would be Jedediah, right? It's like, write this down. It's like, no killing, no stealing, we need those. I don't want people stepping up to me, so go ahead and put I'm the one true God. I don't like when dudes look at my wife and want to fuck her, so go ahead and put that coveting thing. And then you got all the other ones, right? Okay, perfect. Let's set that in stone and send that out to the people. So some time went on, and then priests started doing what they do with kids, you know, and shit. And God was like, oh shit, did we write that down? We didn't write that down? I forgot to tell them that they can't do that. Fuck. He's like, well, what do we do with this situation? It's like, well, now all we can really do is just kind of transfer them around the country. And God is like, well, you know what? When you run $1 billion business, that's what you gotta do. You sweep it under the rug. Sorry about that, guys. So that's a little bit of me. Number one, I do want to thank Tumbleroot for putting this on. Thank you so much. Give it up for that. And I'm gonna try to redeem myself real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and end this set on a high note, but unfortunately I can't reach it. Thank you so much. Did that work? That one worked? Okay, awesome, thank you. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much. Give it up for Isabel.